Let's do some common binomials, the factors, writing in the form of quadratic equation. So you can use, in the last video I showed you how to visualize it using tile method. So you can draw them with color coded, or you can just have a piece of paper cut using a pair of scissors and practice that one. So this will make you understand. So later I'm going to show you the FOIL method too. Now the first thing, x+1 vertically, rectangle and 1 unit, and horizontally 2x is 2 yellow rectangles for positive, and -3 should be red. So I'm going to use 3 units in red. That's -3, right? So that's the color coding is correct now. Now we just have to write the multiplication, right? So let's write the multiplication. So I'm, because I have the red pen, so I'm starting from that red end, right? So I have 3 rectangles, because positive times negative is still negative, and then I need 3 red units. So that's what you get for the red end, right? The -3 generates with the +1, right? And x. Now you have yellow to yellow. That's a rectangle. Rectangle is a yellow squared, and then in the bottom here you have yellow rectangles. So now it's complete. The multiplication is done. So we're just gonna get the sum of it. So first we write it. What you have is first 2x squared, right? The 2 yellow squares, plus, and I have -3x the red rectangles, and then the +2x the yellow rectangles, 2 of them, and -3 the red units. So that's that. Now we can simplify 2x squared, and this becomes -x minus 3x and +2x, and the -3 stay the same. Now we can write without the tiles. So the first 2 terms give me 2x squared, and this on x and -3x. And then here 2 plus 2x, and then 1 times -3 is still -3. Now you can simplify. 2x squared still the same, -3x and +2x is -x here, and -3. Now see, you get the same thing. So there's another way, the FOIL method. I'll show you in the next video about it. And so this is just we comparing how to go from factored binomials to quadratic equation and visualize using this tile method. Okay, so this should make sense. And so then also you can see here we can cancel out the plus to minus, and then that also should make sense. Okay, and then we have 2 squares, that's why 2x squared. And then the -x is what is left over x, and then the -3 is the units. You see how you break down, right? So your tiles make sense, okay? Even if you cut with a piece of paper, so that should really, you can cancel out plus and negative, and then you should get what you get the correct answer, okay? Now let's see this one, x+3 and 2x minus 2. So now the binomial, so we're going to convert into the quadratic equation, but let's visualize it, right? So the color-coded tiles, right? So I should have vertically x+3. So x is a positive, and that should be a yellow tile, yellow rectangle, right? And +3 is a red yellow unit, right? So that's a x is a rectangle, and 3 is 3 units, but they all are positive. The vertical ones are positive here, right? Let's go to the horizontal. 2x is still positive, 2 rectangles, and -2 should be in red, right? So let's use a red 2 units for -2. Now we have everything. Let's multiply and get the results of it. Here you get a square, because rectangle times rectangle. Now these are rectangles, but they all are yellow because they're yellow, positive, positive. Here square, rectangle, and a rectangle and a rectangle. They all are positive times positive, still positive, right? Now we have the dilemma. So we have the red units, which is negative, so that will give me two rectangles negative. That's why it's red. And then you have red units here, so 2 and 2 and 2. So that's all we're going to get by the multiplication, right? So everything is good. Now we can do two things. We can just write them and get the sum, or we can cancel out, right? Because negative and positive will cancel out, right? So we can do both of them. And so let's get here. I should have, if I cancel first, you see red to yellow cancels out rectangles. So what is left over? There's nothing else to cancel now, right? So what is left over is 2x squared, the two squares, the positives, 2x squared. And then I have 4x, the four yellow rectangles, and the minus x, 6 for the red 6 units, right? So that's that. So now we can also see that without the tiles. So x times 2x is 2x squared. And then we can get, yes, 3 times positive 2x will be 6x. It's positive, right? Positive and positive. And then we can get, yes, we can get x times minus 2 is minus 2x. 3 times minus 2 is minus x. Simplify here. 6x minus 2x is 4x. So that means it's correct, right? So that's how you want to do it. So now later on you can give up the tile method, and it just to understand how you do it, right? And then also watch for the next video. So I will show you the FOIL method exactly, and that one you can solve any complex one. So these are good examples. x+3 vertical one and x+4 the horizontal. So draw it and practice the simpler ones. x-2 vertical and x-5 is horizontal, right? So another example, 2x minus 1 vertical and 3x plus 2 horizontal, right? The minuses are reds and the pluses are yellow. 4x plus 3 vertical and x plus 2 horizontal. So practice those, and I'll show you next one, FOIL method, to do that.